I'll do homework instead. Okay.
Exactly.
Like,
And if I have free time, it's not even like, oh yeah, I get to watch Netflix. It's more like, oh, finally some sleep, like, or maybe
yes.
10 extra minutes in the shower, like, okay.
Right.
But
Well,
yeah.
that's everything that gets pushed to the side that you want. Like, oh my God, it's so frustrating. It's always the things that you want to do. Like, forget about reading. Like, I love reading, and like I can't do that anymore because I have to read like theology instead. Like,
For someone who's like, it feels like we're losing time. So you know how we're like home, like I still feel like, oh, I'm home, like I'm never gonna get this time back where I don't need to go out at all. So I'm just like, I need to do something during this time. I'm gonna regret it later when I actually have to go out and I have work and I have to go to classes. And I have all these things. I like wrote a list, like, okay, when I have time, I do this and try this out. But like it just doesn't work out. There's just not enough time. Like it feels like a lot, but there isn't.
Yeah, even if you map out like 24 hours, you'll see that even though there's like I guess 2 hours that you're just like there, just free for you,
Mm-hmm.
you don't really want to do anything. Sometimes you just want to sit there, go on TikTok, watch YouTube videos, and you're like, so much homework to do, and you're literally
Honestly, I still do that anyway.
Yeah.
you're literally just on
yeah, me too.
you then complain like, oh, we have no time. But really, it's just like we're human. Like we're not robots. We're not programmed
Right.
to like just consistently take in work and just mass produce like all these assignments for our teachers and stuff.
One of the things I wanted to say was that like I missed reading so much. Like I remember there were days when I was like 11, I don't know, I was really young, but I would just like finish a book a night.
Yeah.
It was that much of a passion that I have, and like they're unopened, and like I really want to read them, and I know if I don't have time. And like the thing that you were just saying about, you know, watching TikToks or taking time out, like I've been prioritizing that this semester especially. I mean, it kind of has its pros and cons. Pros is that I don't feel burned out, but then cons is like I have less time and now I'm behind in classes because I'm doing too much self-care.
Oh, like that's the why
like,
are we behind?
yeah, I'm already behind. So I guess I just have to, like, you guys, I guess like everyone has to just like find that like balance, right, of like self-time and then school time. I also wanted to like ask one question. I know Sandra was saying like, oh, if you guys wanted to have like, we have like 2 minutes, but like okay, but I'm taking this like multicultural psychology class, and we're talking about how different countries or different cultures are dealing with COVID. And so it's kind of weird that like we have Zoom and we have like online school, but like in Bangladesh, like all of my cousins, they don't have school. Like it's just postponed. And so it's kind of it's weird to think about, but it's almost like a privilege. Like, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Our years are going, and like I know, I guess like I went to school in Bangladesh for like a couple of years. So my peers who, you know, are supposed to be a grade older, they're like, oh my, like they're a grade younger now. It's almost like falling back on education, and how like people aren't getting the same, I guess, treatment as us, you know? So I've been thinking about that lately. I just wanted to share that. If you guys don't have to share, but like if you guys can think of maybe any other like other countries or maybe any other stories you've heard that like other ways people are coping with COVID, and how like that can tell you about like the state of the country, because like, you know, obviously Bangladesh isn't as modern, and like they don't have computers. It's not like
I'd like to add how like you just made me like think about how America prioritizes like business, and we're so like eager to like restart instead of like taking care of the issues that we already have. Us as like a nation, we don't really care much about like fixing the COVID problem as much as we do about like fixing our economy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We just try to jump ahead to whatever's gonna give us like the fastest like
Right.
satisfaction, and the satisfaction we get is from money.
So what somebody was saying about their about other countries, like other countries are going through multiple things at the same time also, and I can't even begin to imagine how their citizens must feel. Like I know just like little things like Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico, I think both of them just recently experienced a hurricane. I think in Puerto Rico it hit harder, but it's just like those little things, like just in each country, like in China, the things that Muslims are experiencing currently, like there's just multiple things, and it's just disheartening.
Okay, thank you.
And everybody has to, I feel like everybody has to like deal with multiple things at the same time. And those countries, I can't even imagine. It kind of makes me feel like we're taking things for granted a little bit, but everybody, you know, deals with things differently. And but like totally to what Sanjita said about like, I feel like we don't really, as a nation, don't care about the COVID problem as much as we do about like making sure our businesses don't fall behind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree what she was saying. Like sometimes it's like important to like remember these things. Like now that we're talking about, like I know I was like kind of ranting about, oh, I wish like it wasn't online anymore. But then at the same time, I need to remember that I'm actually lucky to still like being able to continue my education, talking to my friends, being home, having like, you know, a stable family, and like it's like, you know, not as chaotic as it could be. Like sometimes I have to like tell myself like I'm still lucky to be here. I'm still lucky to be able to like study from home and talk to my friends. And like we often forget that, and like I'll see myself like, you know, rambling and ranting about how much I hate this, and I'm like, oh shit, wait, I'm still lucky. Like
It's also normal too. It's
yeah,
fine and normal to rant, but I like that Fariha brought up this point because I didn't really think about like the privilege that I'm getting from having these sort of like Zoom classes and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna have Fariha.
wait, sorry, you're getting cut off. Can you repeat what you said?
Yeah, I'm gonna put you on the spotlight to talk about your new organization that you started with your family. I thought it was like super cool.
I wasn't ready for that, but I'm just gonna basically my dad has been wanting to, my dad's very like, he's a really good person. He loves helping others, and even before this nonprofit organization, he's always like, I'm pretty sure your like parents to always give money to BD, whether it's like their family or like other people. And my dad always tries to help people here and give like, whether it's like loans or actually paying things off. And I've always wanted my own nonprofit, so when my dad told me this, I was like, of course, like I'm down to do it, because I wanted to, but obviously later. I wasn't planning on doing it now, but I was like, okay, I'll help. So yeah, my dad and I are basically just planning on focusing on BD right now, because they need like more help than us. We
BD
do.
in Bangladesh for those.
Yeah, Bangladesh, sorry. Yeah, so basically people with like medical needs, or there's some people who can't even get married because of like money, little things like that. And my dad has a lot of connections in BD, so we're trying to like hear from them, and then, you know, use them to so we could cover their money. And it's still kind of new, so we are still like, we're probably gonna do one at a time for now until we have like, we're settled with like everything ready, and I'm probably gonna post more about it. But yeah, that's basically a little summary of what we're doing.
You can put like the Instagram in the
Yeah.
chat. So
Yeah, I'm gonna put in the chat. Thank you, Sanjita, by the way.
it's always interesting for me to see like my friends, or just like you guys who I think are my friends, just to like take charge and do things within the community or just for yourself. So if you guys are ever doing anything cool or new, just always tell me, because it makes me feel so happy. And I'm always here to support. And if you guys ever need me to like promote you, like I'm always here, guys. A big congratulations to Fariha for getting a scholarship.
Yes, Fariha, as you should. Both Farihas.
Both Farihas skyrocketing.
Our successful Farihas.
Like, you know, if you guys ever have any success stories, or just like even many successes, like, hey, like I worked out this week, that's super cool, like that's really nice, you know.
Also, can we talk about our failures too? Because I feel like
yes that's just important.
You want me to start? It's gonna keep going.
Will probably be in 2 weeks, and we will talk about like worldly affairs and stuff. Okay?
That'll be fun.
I hope all of you join and more people join. So,
Yeah.
bye.
Bye.